What is going on, everybody? It's your boy DylanDaVillain, coming back at you once again with some Total Extreme Wrestling 2020. It is Monday, week 4, March 1997. Sky, you know what that means. We are 6 days away, in-game, from what? WrestleMania 13. That is correct. I have Scott with me today, recording video. Everybody, before we get started and jump into the everything like that, enjoy the Jerry Lynn and Sylvester standing there with their match rating over 42. But before we get into recording, I just want to give a special shout out. Sky has been going through a lot, and he just had surgery lately, so he's all gimped up and laying here playing Fallout on his TV while I'm recording and everything like that. So periodically, he might say something, or I might have his input on something, or something like that. But anyway, we're going to jump right into it. In an abysmal pre-show match, Jerry Lynn defeated Sylvester. I have no clue how to say his last name. I ain't even gonna lie. It's just some guy I have on my roster. In 1250 by submission with a cross arm breaker submission. Jerry Lynn picks up the win. Jerry Lynn, one of my favorite light heavyweight guys. I love his in-ring work. His promo work is not the greatest, but I love his in-ring work, and he was definitely a workhorse back in ECW. He was in WCW. They let him go, and I picked him up at the beginning of the save, and he's one of the reasons why I wanted to make a light heavyweight division. Also, the match got a 42, like I said. Jerry Lynn with a 42, and Sylvester with a 37. Announcing quality gave the match a boost, and color commentary also. We're going to move on to the next pre-show match, and it is the Hardys taking on the Job Squad, and the Hardys pick up the win in 13-20 when Matt Hardy pinned Bob Holly after an Omega event. Matt Hardy with a 34, Jeff with a 40, Bob Holly 45, and Al Snow with a 48. Matt and Jeff, excellent tag team, showed excellent chemistry teaming together. Matt and Jeff Hardy are tag team specialists, and the announce quality gave it a boost. Match got a 45. Not too bad for two guys who are not very popular on the roster. Bringing up their pop slowly. I'm pretty sure after WrestleMania, which I'm already featuring them on TV when I can, but after WrestleMania, we're going to give these guys something to do. Huge Hardy Boys fan, huge Edge and Christian fan, huge Dudley fan back in the day when I was a lot younger. And hopefully we can get a bright future out of these two young men here in the World Wrestling Federation. Match got a 45, like I said, and we are going to go ahead and start the show with our opening segment. It is a 100. Oh yeah, Vince McMahon, Steve Austin, Bret Hart, Triple H, Rick Steiner. Vince McMahon, they're running down the card tonight. It's Jerry the King Lawler and Jim Ross running down the card tonight. We're going to see Triple H in action, and the Steiner brothers are going to be in action tonight also. Vince McMahon posted on the WorldWrestlingFederation.com that he has a huge announcement for Steve Austin and Bret Hart tonight. So we are going to go ahead and jump in the first match, and it is the Steiner brothers as they take on the New Age Outlaws. Rick Steiner, the Steiner brothers defeat the Outlaws, the New Age Outlaws, when Scott Steiner put the Steiner recliner on Billy Gunn and made him tap. The match got a 60. Not bad at all. Obviously, Rick and Scott, excellent tag team chemistry. Tag team specialists Billy Gunn and Road Dogg showed excellent chemistry teaming together. Announcing quality gave the match a boost. The match got a 60. Not a bad segment. I actually thought this match was going to do a lot worse, but it did a lot better. A lot better than what I thought it was going to do. Fingers crossed, because I honestly think the next segment is going to bomb hard, because I was just like, hey, just go out there and shoot, brother. Just go out there and shoot. So, not bad. 6. And yeah, he's strong. So, Scott Steiner, their musics are playing, and Rick and Scott are in no mood to celebrate. They push the ref out of the ring. Scott says, give me a damn mic. Sorry about that, guys. We had some technical difficulties going on. But in the last segment, we had the Steiners, and Rick Steiner grabbed the mic and he said, "Give me the damn mic." And he cuts the promo and he says, "Look here, you little pencil neck geek. You stole me and my brother's tag team titles. And if you think that you can just run around and hide with our titles, you got another thing coming, because we're going to search for you and we're going to come find you. And if you don't give us our titles back by Shotgun Saturday night, I'm going to come find you personally in the locker room or wherever the hell you're hiding, hotel room, whatever. I'm going to bust down the door and I'm going to smash your damn head in like a melon." And that was that segment. As you see, we go into the next segment. It also got 100. And this segment, it is Vince McMahon, and he's in his office, and Bret Hart and Steve Austin are both there after we come back from break. And they're both standing there. And Bret goes, "All right, Vince, what's your special announcement, huh? What's your special announcement that you have?" Steve Austin's just standing there, and he's just looking, Vince goes, "All right, well, tonight, y'all have one of the biggest matches coming up in WrestleMania history when you and Steve Austin face each other in an I Quit match. I also have a huge match coming up at WrestleMania against The Undertaker in a Hell in a Cell. But I'm a man of fair competition. I like competition. I love it. So tonight, I'm gonna have a pick your poison match. Bret, you will pick Steve Austin's opponent, and Austin, you'll pick Bret's opponent." And Bret stands there and he smiles and he goes, "Oh, well, all right then." He goes, "Well, there's only one person I know that can take on Steve and give him the match that he deserved, the warm-up match that he deserves before WrestleMania, and that's my brother Owen." And Steve stands there and he, Really? You're gonna send me up against Owen Hart, somebody I done beat time and time again? Huh, all right then. If you think that's gonna be a challenge, then I'm sorry to say that you're sadly mistaken, because anybody with the name Hart ain't worth a damn." And then Bret kind of gets in Austin's face and Vince goes, "Back up. Save it for in the ring. Now, Austin, you get to pick Bret's opponent for the night's main event." And Austin stands there for a minute and he goes, "Well, there's only one person that I can think of that can give Bret Hart the match that he deserves, and that's somebody who's beaten me a couple times now, and I would have to honestly say this person has become one of my best friends here in the World Wrestling Federation." And Vince and Bret both look at each other and just like, you have a friend here? And he goes, yeah, I have a friend. That's Rocky Maivia. I think Rocky Maivia will be a great opponent for Bret Hart tonight." And Bret kind of just puts his head down and shakes it and goes, "Well, I guess everybody's going to get the Backlash main event early, aren't they? For free." And Vince kind of stands there and goes, "Well, Rock still has to beat Dwayne Gill, but yeah, I guess we are going to get the main event early." And Bret walks out of this locker room and the office, and Steve Austin follows him out of the office also. This segment got a 100. Bret came across well. Steve Austin came across well. Rocky performed good. Bret Hart improvised well. Bret Hart catchphrase, Steve Austin catchphrase, and Steve Austin with the crowd support. We go on to the next segment. And it is Ken Shamrock, and he beats the holy hell out of Mark Merrow once again with the ankle lock. The match got a 62. Shamrock with a 73. Merrow with a 57. The match had very little drama of flow to it, as nobody in the ring had psychology to take control properly. Ken Shamrock still not the best worker in the world. Segment got a 62. After Ken Shamrock wins, Vader comes out, and he hits the ring, and Ken Shamrock runs off, and Vader goes, I can't, he's saying something you really can't tell, but it looks like he's saying that he can't wait for their match at WrestleMania. He can't wait to get his hands on Ken Shamrock for their match at WrestleMania, and he can't wait to get his revenge. Segment got an 82. Ken Shamrock is not that great. Vader came across well. Announcing quality gave the match a boost. Whoo, boy, my mojo has came to a screeching halt recording this one. But we are going to push through it, and we are going to move to the next segment. And Triple H, in a bout that had great wrestling and good heat, Triple H defeated Farouk in under 10 minutes and 7:32 by pinfall with the pedigree. Triple H with a 92. And Farouk with a 76. Man, golly. Triple H benefited crowd support. People loving Triple H. Triple H is a good guy. He's in that whole suck my cock gimmick going on, suck it. 2 words for you. Match got a 77. We move on to the next segment. 84, not bad. And Triple H cuts a promo on Sid, basically saying that he can't wait for their match at WrestleMania. Sid keeps saying that Shawn Michaels is the only reason why Triple H is on top of the card, and Triple H is going to prove Sid wrong when he defeats him at WrestleMania and sends him packing and sends him down south to Wheelchair Championship Wrestling, because Triple H is going to humiliate Sid, and Sid's not going to want to show his face ever again in the World Wrestling Federation. And Triple H is still going to be the Intercontinental Champion after it's all said and done. The segment got an 84. It advanced the storyline. Triple H came across well. He improvised well without a script. Crowd support, and Triple H is getting better at the suck my penis, lick on my slong along ding dong gimmick. So we move on to the next segment. Wow. I didn't think it. I knew this match was going to be good. But I didn't think this match was going to be this good. In a bout that had sensational wrestling and fantastic heat, Stone Cold Steve Austin defeats Owen Hart by pinfall with the stunner after distraction from Cactus Jack. Cactus Jack came down. He's been wanting to get his hands on Owen. We all know this. Anybody keeping up with everything in the stories, we all know that Cactus Jack is dying to get his hands on Owen Hart. A 99 on free TV. Golly. Owen Hart and Steve Austin have good chemistry together. And Steve Austin with crowd support. Cactus Jack came out with his bat. He's going to beat the hell out of Owen. Owen kind of backs up. He backs into Austin. Austin standing straight up. He kind of backs into, bumps his chest. Owen turns real quick. Austin hits him with the stunner. 1, 2, 3. Match over. We move on to the next segment. And Cactus Jack gets in the ring with the bat. And Owen runs off and everything like that. And he runs through the back, and Cactus Jack's in the ring, and he's celebrating. And as Owen goes through the curtain in the back, he's going, trying to run away from Cactus Jack, and he runs into Bret Hart. And Bret Hart kind of looks frustrated. And he goes, how can you let him beat you, huh? How can you let him beat you? And Owen's just like, do you see what's happening out there? He's like, I can't. How am I supposed to beat him when I have a crazy madman after me? And Bret's just like, Owen, you're better than this. You're a Hart, damn it. And Hearts don't lose. And Owen's just like, yeah, well, I know that. I know that, Bret, okay? I know. I know that Hearts don't lose. I know that we were raised better than that and everything. Bret goes, look, I don't have time for this, all right? I got to go get ready for my match against Rocky. And good luck with you and your crazy friend of yours. I got to go. And Owen's just like, yeah, okay. All right. So, segment got 100. Basically, Bret's not happy that he let Steve Austin beat him. Bret was hoping that Owen would wear down Steve Austin, but Steve Austin picked up the win here tonight. And Owen blamed it on Cactus Jack, and Bret's just like, don't blame your failure on anybody but yourself, pretty much. We go on to the next segment. I believe it is this segment coming up. It is. All right. 88. Not bad. Thought it was going to do better, but not bad. Not bad at all. As you see, it is the debut of this guy, Shane McMahon. He was a referee, but this is his official Shane O'Mac hey, I'm Shane O'Mac, here comes the money, debut of not being a referee. And you see Vince, and he has Paul White standing next to him, being his bodyguard, Shane walks in his office, and Vince is like, Shane, what are you doing here? Shane's like, Dad, look, all right, I know that you miss Mom. I know what the Undertaker did to Mom was cruel and barbaric. Shooting a lightning bolt at her and setting her on fire. I know, okay? I miss Mom just as much as you do. But Dad, this is the Undertaker. You can't go through with this. Hell in a Cell, Dad? Are you out of your mind? He's gonna kill you. And Vince is like, well, I'm glad my company will be in good hands if something does happen to me at WrestleMania. And Shane goes, what do you mean, Dad? He goes, son, I'm leaving everything to you. Everything. You're gonna own it all. And Shane's just like, Dad, don't talk that way. Okay? Don't speak that way. Right? Look, Paul's gonna have your back at WrestleMania. Vince goes, no, Paul won't. Because Paul is going to take on Kane at WrestleMania. Paul's going to have his hand full. Shane's just like, well, Dad, I guess I'll have your back. And Vince is like, no, I don't want anybody to have my back at WrestleMania. I want to do this on my own. I want to avenge your mother on my own. I don't want anybody having my back. It's just going to be me and The Undertaker, Hell in a Cell, mano a mano, nobody. And Shane's just like, Dad, I got to say, you got some giant balls, but this is the stupidest thing you ever did in your life. And Vince goes, son, I love you. Shane goes, I love you too, Dad, but please just, you got 6 days to rethink this. Vince goes, no, there's no rethinking it. I made up my mind. This is what I'm going to do. And then Shane looks at Paul, and Paul kind of gives him he shrugs his shoulder like, hey man, I already tried talking him out of it. And Shane's like, all right, Dad, well, I guess I'll see you. Vince goes, yeah, I'll see you, son. Segment got an 88. Advances to Dark Lord's Orders storyline. Undertaker came across well and everything like that. I don't know why, but okay. We move on to tonight's main event of the night. I believe it is the main event of the night. And it is an incredible match. Bret Hart defeated Rocky Maivia in 13:05 by submission with the sharpshooter. After Dwayne Gill cost Rocky Maivia the match, he came out there, he ran out there, gave him a low blow. Jim Cornette's with him. Jim Cornette is doing all the thing. They wake up, the referee took a ref bump, the typical thing. Dwayne Gill comes out there, low blows to Rock. Bret Hart puts him in the sharpshooter. Rock taps out. Bret Hart celebrates his win. He leaves. And Dwayne Gill and Jim Cornette get in the ring. And they cut a promo as The Rock lays there in agonizing pain. And Jim Cornette grabs the mic and goes, Rocky, buddy, week after week after week after week, y'all keep putting down my client Dwayne Gill and saying that he has no chance in hell. No chance in hell of beating you at WrestleMania. He has no chance, no shot. But I tell you something, he has all the tools that he needs to beat you, Rocky Maivia. You may be a young upstart. Hell, I even openly admit you might be one of the future superstars, wrestlers superstars of this company. I guarantee that you are going to be money one day, but your time is not now. You're still wet behind the ears. You're still young. You're still greener than moose shit. But my client, Dwayne Gill, is ready to succeed, to win the World Wrestling Federation World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania 13 in the main event against you, Rocky. He is going to defeat you. 1, 2, 3. You are going to take a 3-second tan looking up at them lights. And as everything comes crashing down upon you, you'll realize that your chance and your moment in the sun is over as Dwayne Gill walks out of that arena, the champion of champions. Rocky, the fans in the attendance, and the millions watching at home right now, if you are placing bets and placing odds, the odds may be 100 to 1. But that one is Dwayne Gill. And I guarantee that Dwayne Gill is going to walk out the champion. He's going to walk out a superstar. And he's going to be the next Hulk Hogan. He's going to be the next Ric Flair. He's going to be the next Macho Man. He's going to be the next Bret Hart. He's going to be the next Shawn Michaels. He's going to be the next big thing in this company. He's going to bring the new millennium in early, 3 years early, and he's going to be the face of the 2000s. You can guarantee it. And Rocky, as you lie there in agony and misery, and you go home tonight and you take a shower, I want the last thing that you see, that you think of before you close your eyes and go to sleep, is Dwayne Gill standing over top of you with the World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship. That finishes the show. Segment got a 100. Our show did a 97. Awesome shit. This show increased our popularity in 37 regions and gained popularity in one Canadian region. Restricted viewers. Man, we are pumping out some bangers. The only real bad thing that I wish could have did better was a Triple H and match and segment. But everything else was awesome. We're going to go ahead and finish the show. Scott, you got anything to say?
Nope.
Nothing?
Nope. Just that pain.
Yeah, man. You're hurting pretty bad, huh?
Yep.
Let's look at WCW Nitro. This shit show.
How did that show turn out?
The one I just did a 97, bro.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. I know that you're.
Turn around and see.
Yeah, you can't move. Yeah, we'll give you a 100% pay raise. We gave him a pay raise of $60. Jeff wanted a $60 raise. He is pleased with your decision. Yeah, for little Jeff. Jeff's like, hey man, can I at least get some gas money? No man, but WrestleMania is coming up, and are you ready for that? That's gonna be one hell of a show.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, man. We have Jericho versus Rey Mysterio Jr. for the Light Heavyweight Championship. We have Big Show versus Kane. We have Owen Hart versus Cactus Jack in a hardcore death match. We have Vince versus The Undertaker in a Hell in a Cell. We have Bret Hart versus Steve Austin in an I Quit match. You have to make your opponent say I quit to win the match. And in the main event, we are having the ultimate underdog, the true Rocky story, the miracle Dwayne Gill versus the young upcomer Rocky Maivia. But I know that your favorite storyline right now is the Jeff Jarrett and Shane Helms storyline.
Yep.
Yeah. I know that you get a kick out of that. I'm not gonna check my mail because I'm pretty sure it's some stuff that I'm doing off screen. Hopefully I don't reveal anything or spoilers. But that has been this episode, guys. Please like, subscribe, comment down below if y'all are liking everything. Tell me who y'all think's gonna win WrestleMania. Leave them in the comments below. Give me your predictions. and everything like that. This has been DylanDaVillain with my boy.
Sky will die.
Yeah, and I'll see y'all on the next one, guys. And like I always say, if you can't play with each other, play with yourself. Later.